the engineering model is really an amazing one this year. It's basically focused on automation. So we are looking at how we can automate a room, a house, how to turn simple houses, simple rooms into smart ones.
So the engineering module introduces students to the various disciplines in engineering. So we discussed all the major professions and the branches out from it. And then we introduce them to how machines are built and how they're controlled. And then we focus on the control part. And there are many ways of controlling machines. Some mechanical, using air, fluids, and so on. And then we chose to use electronics.
We started with building circuits, building like a simple circuit with just one LED, making circuits with multiple LEDs, and then adding LCDs to the circuits we've built.
Okay, so the students who came in actually don't do engineering. They are quite new to this. In fact, in the class we have students who have never done physics, but they have some general science. So we did not make many assumptions. We started from the basics to explain electronics and review some of the things they should or could already know. And then we looked at programming. We introduced them to programming because most of them have not programmed previously. And then we looked at Arduino as well, which is the microcontroller they have not used. So we made very few assumptions and went step by step, starting from very little things like push a button, turn on an LED. And then gradually we gradually increased the level of difficulty and complexity, one thing at a time, and added more and more sensors, and now they are building projects.
We're shown the resistors and all those kind of stuff we use in our electrical circuits that we've been learning in school, but I've never got the opportunity to see it physically. We got the opportunity to see it in the engineering class.
Now, for them to appreciate even more what they've done, we want to go to industry, and we are visiting Graphic Corporation as one of the places to see a plant at work. And there they would get to see a lot of sensors and actuators, and there's some control by some PLCs and some other PC-based control as well.
Seeing the machines and how different parts of the circuits, what we worked in the engineering class with, was implemented in those machines but in bigger sizes.
Our theme this year has been automation. We've looked at how industry runs, how plants run, how the machines are controlled. So the final challenge is to automate a wooden structure that is 2 rooms, so that when a person walks into the room, something happens. They have a range of sensors they can choose from. They have ultrasonic sensors, they have motion sensors, and a whole range of sensors. So with this as inputs, they can drive servo motors, they can run actual motors as fans, for example, turn on lights, and a whole range of things. So they're using this knowledge to put together a small structure out of cardboard as a house, at least 2 rooms. But they also have a bigger wooden structure you can walk into that they can also automate.
One thing I've learned from AIX is to be open-minded and to be creative. And I've also learned to take risks, do things out of my comfort zone.
Now, what they're using is what is actually used for real. They're not using toy models or little versions of it. It's the real thing. So once they leave here, with the skills they've acquired, they can actually start automating buildings. This is a good way of introducing engineering. It's a good way of introducing programming to students. They could use it in computer engineering as well as many other disciplines. But then they can see the immediate practical use and benefit.
After AIX, I want to be able to bring crazy ideas to the table. We're told that it's okay to bring out crazy ideas, and then from there you can work on making the crazy ideas more realistic and more workable.